Hello Libra and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for August the 1st through to the 15th, and we are in Leo season, the heart of Leo season. And just as I said, that Wand King Leo crown came out. So this is going to be an interesting energy for you, because the feeling I got for you was you were kind of being really pulled. Like, it was like, you know, when you're in a really strong wind and it's pulling you one way and you're trying to stand and not get pulled in the direction that wind is trying to push you. And so it kind of feels like you're either being pushed or sucked into a certain direction, and it's almost like you're resisting it, but you know eventually you're going to have to go that way, because it's going to be it's the path of least resistance that's coming in. And we have this extraordinary triple if I can speak. And we have an extraordinary triple conjunction coming in on the 1st of August or 31st of July, depending where you are, of the North Node, the point of fate and purpose, Uranus, the planet of awakening and disruption and change, and Mars, the planet of action and motivation and drive, all having a triple conjunction in the sign of Taurus at 18 degrees. And this is a once in a lifetime kind of conjunction event, which is a huge activation point here. And it happens just after the new moon in Leo that occurs in the end of July, which is trining Jupiter, wanting to expand something that gets activated in that new moon in the darkness. And then suddenly, boom, this big activation energy comes in. So this Wand King is about stepping into your authority, stepping into your inner radiance, your true authenticity. What is it do you want to take action on right now? What is it that you're trying to do, that you're trying to kind of connect to your passions? There may be something really creative and passionate, or a person that you're passionately connecting to. So the Wand King is like stepping into your leadership energy, and really I feel like you kind of really been asked to step up here, which is interesting. Let's see what else is coming through, because I think you're going to be doing things slightly differently in different orders. It's like, normally this is my routine, or normally I go about it this way, and I just find myself suddenly doing something differently. And it's like, okay, interesting. There's a situation. We've got Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. Great. This is the equivalent of the Page of Wands. So the fire is coming out, and fire and air, you know, you're an air sign, and fire and air is a really fantastic combination together. It works really well. So this is really nice, the Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. And it's interesting because Aries is your opposite sign. So Jupiter's in Aries, conjunct this, working with this new moon in Leo, this thing that's activating. So it's challenging you to step out of yourself and to do something you wouldn't normally do. And the Page of Acorns is the spark, the idea, the creative project, the thing that you want to be doing that is you might be working on. So it's a great time to do any kind of writing or painting or any kind of creative project that's coming in. But it's also a great time for passion and romance as well. So, or just to kind of throw yourself into something that you're passionate about. So this is a really lovely energy, I would say, with this discovery and enthusiasm. And like I said, it feels like there's this pull, like it's hard to resist it, but this is the fire, the spark that's pulling you. And it's like, okay, the Queen of Swords, here you are, the card of Libra. Trying to have a clear head with all this fire around you, whirling around you, can be quite difficult, I would say. But it's like, are you giving something the go-ahead? Are you saying yes to something? Ooh, there's something new on the horizon. We've got the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. My goodness, the Eight of Cups. Wow, there is the divine masculine, feminine wanting to come into balance. There's a very compatible, here's Jupiter and Aries, compatible relationship here. The Eight of Pentacles is something that you're wanting to throw yourself into. My goodness. Okay. Wow. The Hierophant. We're looking at a new commitment here. Wow. The Devil. But of course, that devil's been popping up. You know, I feel like what's happening is that with this new activation point, it's not like everything's happening at once. It's the start of something. But what it does, it also, because it's Uranus, it's showing you what you've outgrown. and what you're ready to step into now. But it's also unearthing things, and it can unearth like some fears and some areas where you're feeling really stuck and blocked, and showing you what's not resonating anymore. But I feel like there's this lovely sense of being able to step into it really beautifully here. So we have the Four of Wands. Okay, I just want to pull one more with the Two of Pentacles. We've got the World. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense now. So the Four of Wands, this is foundational about what is it that you truly want here? What is it that you desire? That is what the Wand King is asking, and the Wand Queen is, you're sitting with this question in deep inside and going, what is it? What is it? Because that pull, it's going to pull you. So here you are, the Queen of Swords. This is the card of Libra in the deck. So you know, your self-identity, who you are, is central to this. And like I said, the Queen of Swords, it's about having a very clear head. She has her head above the clouds of fear and doubt, but she is very much blocked by the Fool, which is stepping into something new. It's the fear of starting something new. So it's potentially, or it's wanting to start something new and it's feeling like it's not happening, but I kind of feel like you're kind of getting pulled into this. So we've got in your conscious mind the Queen of Wands, and the thing with the Queen of Swords as well in the center is it's just this giving yourself permission to do something, to say yes to something. It's this inner resolve that's coming through with it. So it can be like trying to be a little bit cool, like I'm not that excited about this, but secretly you really are. Or, you know, like playing it cool with somebody, but really you're like, you know, jumping for joy. So it's kind of interesting energy. But we've got the Queen of Wands, which she's a very discerning character. And it's very warm, passionate, attractive energy. This potentially what's going on inside your conscious mind. This could be somebody or something that is just drawing you like magnetic, the Queen of Wands. It's not gender specific. It's just someone or something that you're like, I need to go there. I need to be doing that. So the other thing I would say is if you are being really pulled into something, and it may require a little bit of discernment, like maybe you're wanting to kind of think about it a little bit first, but maybe not. Who knows? So we've got the Eight of Cups at the base. This is where you kind of, this is what's happening deep down, is that something has not been feeling right at all. This is detaching from a feeling of unfulfillment. Something has not been fulfilling you here. And so you're totally being pulled towards this thing that is. It's like chalk and cheese. And so this is where like people could be making major life changes. With the Eight of Wands, like throw that idea away. I'm working on this instead, or throw that career away. I'm now going off and following my dream and doing something else. Or, you know, this something about this relationship isn't working and I'm detaching from it and I'm going over to where the passion lies. So you've been really drawn towards that and moving away from an energy that feels like you've tried all the cups, you've tried to, make it feel like something, but it just never quite got there. So yeah, it's this sense of something's been unfulfilling. So in the recent past, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is where potentially some feelings have changed. The way you're feeling about something is no longer resonating or no longer fulfilling you anymore. And that's part of this shift and change. It's showing, be really aware of what part of your life this is, because it's showing you what you've outgrown and where the North Node is. The North Node is the energy that we're moving towards in this lifetime, the soul growth lessons that we're moving towards. And then the South Node, which is actually in Scorpio, is the area that we're moving away from, the lessons we've already learnt. And so that's what this Eight of Cups is. You know, it's walking away from something that you no longer need, possibly on an emotional level. So something has shifted and changed in the recent past and something's opened up. The Wheel of Fortune is the card of expansion. So I think it's kind of like you're being pulled in two different directions, because it's also expanding this sense of the Eight of Cups of something no longer feeling like it's fulfilling you, but it's also expanding this thing that you are magnetized, or person that you're being magnetized towards, that you can see this potential expansion happening. So something shifted and changed, and it's suddenly the equilibrium's like, whoa. But in the near future, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. So this is you throwing yourself into work, throwing yourself into this thing, that working on this issue. It could be for some of you, but I do feel like it's like, okay, I've given up. I'm just going with it. I'm going with it, I'm not going to fight the wind anymore, the pull. I'm just going to throw myself into it with this Eight of Pentacles and just make it work, make this work, because, I just can't see the alternative. I can't see that staying in this energy is going to work anymore. I just can't do it. So I'm going to make the positive thing that's in front of me work. So, and I feel like could be, if this is a creative project, you could just be like, it could be burning the midnight oil with it, like absorbed. This is like absorption into it, this energy, whether it's a person, whatever it is that this fire is that's been lit up inside of you. So it's very motivated as well. You're presenting as the Hierophant. So this is the card of commitment. This is the card of like, I'm committing to this. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to throw myself into it, or throw myself into this person and just totally go for it and commit. So, yeah, interesting. And so it could be that there are prior commitments that are shifting and changing. Suddenly it doesn't feel as fulfilling, and you kind of, making a big shift and change, because we do have the Devil around you, which these cards feel like they're up against. It's surrounded by the Hierophant and the Wheel of Fortune, who are saying, you must change, Devil. There are new commitments coming in. And the Devil's going, no, I don't want to. This is the part of you that was resisting the wind and going, no, that just seems scary. I don't want to do this. I'd prefer to stay stuck where I am. And these two cards are really like ganging up on it. The Wheel of Fortune and the Devil going, well, I think 2 against 1's a bit stronger. So this Devil energy is feeling a bit disempowered. This is the energy around you of feeling very, very stuck, or there's a toxic energy around you, or a toxic person around you. This could be connected to this Eight of Cups energy of just suddenly going, well, I can't do that anymore. The Devil is facing fears perhaps for some of you, but I feel like, it's interesting that the Devil with the Queen of Wands, because this might seem like a seemingly insurmountable big thing in front of you. But in your conscious mind, the Queen of Wands is like, imagine all the darkness here of the Devil is now just this little cute black cat. The Queen of Wands has harnessed it all into this little cat and said, sit at my feet, Devil, and, you will do my bidding, not the other way around. And so I feel like that this energy at the moment, this big thing that's blocking you is, or this person, whatever it is, the Devil that's blocking you at this moment in time, I do feel like it's the fear of stepping into something new, because you're blocked by the Fool, and it can be the fear of taking a risk or a chance on yourself, having the faith to do that as well. Where you don't know necessarily where you're going to land with something, but it's just like, you have to do it. So that can bring up fears too, that there's suddenly like this big new reset button that's right in front of you, and it's like, do I want to press it or not? And the energies, hopes and fears, you've got the Five of Pentacles. So interestingly, both of these characters are walking away, like that South Node energy. If you know where Scorpio is in your chart, in your astrological chart, this is kind of some energies that may not be resonating, or you may be walking away from things in that area of your life. But both of them are walking away. I don't need that anymore. It doesn't resonate. It doesn't fulfill me. So interestingly, the Five of Pentacles with the Devil energy can be worries about money. The Devil can be debt. It can be health issues that are blocking you. The Five of Pentacles is like lack, or it can be poverty consciousness and fear. There can be things around that as well, things that are worrying you around all of those sort of things. And maybe that's part of what's spurring you into action as well here with this Eight of Pentacles. I'm just going to throw myself into something. But not necessarily for all of you, but we do have as the outcome the Ace of Cups. Here is the new beginning, and it's a new beginning for your heart because it's the Ace of Cups. So it's beautiful. It's a new beginning of healing, a new beginning of feeling differently, the beginning of love, joy, and happiness. There's a little bit of like, the world is the thing that's ending, the cycle that's completing. The the Ace of Cups is the new beginning, and then we've got the Two of Pentacles. So you're kind of going to be between those two worlds for a little while. You're going to find yourself, something's beginning while something's still completing and ending, and there's this overlapping. So your energy might feel stretched. It's kind of like, maybe you're yeah, you're tying up some loose ends with the old energy whilst you're stepping into this new. And so the World card does want to free you from the old, the things that don't fit anymore, but it's just you're in this transition stage at this moment in time. With this, that you are moving into the new cycle, which is really lovely, being the Ace of Cups, but just to be aware that you're going to be, and eventually you will be liberated. The World card is a sense of celebration and fulfillment as well when you finally get to the completion, but it's just going to be a little bit of a transition whilst you're kind of moving into something that you potentially truly love. So there's a bit of juggling and stretching of energies here as well, and perhaps juggling money around as well. But yeah, ultimately, I want you to have this sense of, like you said, the Page of Acorns, discovery, enthusiasm, like it's stepping into something that is bubbling away, which feels really nice. We've got as an overall energy, the Four of Wands. This is the 1111. This is harmony around relationships, home. What is it that you truly desire? It is a foundational energy of the wands of what is it that you are making in your life, especially with soulmate energies as well. That's what we were saying. We've got the King and Queen of Wands, so they're very compatible energies. But we've also got the Queen of Swords, which is interesting because the Queen of Swords can be a little bit of a cooler character. The Queen of Wands is warm, so it's a bit hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Is that the dynamic that's happening here, where it can be on, off, on, off, on, off? You know, like the Ace of Cups, the world, on or off, on, ending, beginning, ending, beginning. And this is something that perhaps the imbalance of it is what is not fulfilling as well. So, and maybe that's part of the energy of feeling stuck. But ultimately, I feel like it's like this thing, this lovely thing that you kind of, it's a great time to be doing some sort of, like I said, creative project or passion project, or stepping into like a romance or doing something more passionate in your partnership, if you're already in a partnership. So it's beautiful energy to come in. They just want you to kind of get caught up or swept up in this beautiful passion that's coming through here for you. And it kind of just means you have to create room for it, and things have to kind of move by the wayside. So that's a little bit what this Two of Pentacles is as well. So I'm going to pull an affirmation card. It says, I am safe and it's only change. So yes, there is some big change. I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. And this is pretty much the old unfolding into the new here with these cards as well. So beautiful, 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 beautiful. And there may be a little bit of ambivalence about these things ending, but you are stepping into the Ace of Cups, which is a really lovely energy. So let me pull you a charm to finish this off. And Libra, I should let you know that there is an extended reading as well. If you're interested in delving deeper, we'll talk about that in a sec. Let me get the charm for you. My squeaky old chair. So let's see. So yeah, change of commitments, I would say. Oh, we've got the little angel. Okay, beautiful. The little angel. So this is lovely because it's a very divine energy, but it's very young and innocent, a bit like this Page of Acorns. It's about wanting to step into something that feels, yeah, it's got that lovely, it's like a little angel in your life. There may be someone around you, like it's a childlike energy. The Page of Acorns can be a child coming in as well, and the Ace of Cups can be the birth of something that is like your divine baby here that's coming in, however that presents in your life. So that's what I feel is coming through for you, Libra, is this little divine spirit, an angel and baby, however that presents, because it can be an artwork, can be a baby, yeah, there can be anything can be. So yeah, that's it. That's your reading, Libra. So I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, where we're going to see where this is all going, because I feel like, you're throwing everything at it, you're working on it, you're a little bit in between worlds while you're starting something and ending something, a bit ambivalent about stepping into all this new energy. But let's see where it goes, because the Ace of Cups is a beautiful new beginning with like the Page of Acorns, and there's a lot of lovely fresh energy. So let's look further into the future and see where it's going, what other people are coming in, what sort of influences or challenges or what other opportunities are coming through. We'll scratch under the surface and see what other energies around that you need to know about that may not be presenting itself at first glance. And we're going to get some other intuitive messages for you, as well as just asking about the best way to manage and work with this energy, because it is such a huge activation point, like an initiation, like the spark is there. It's the start of the journey. So, and it's kind of saying that there's some really lovely potentials with this, stepping into this new commitment here. So let's, and there can be a lot of turbulent energy around with this big conjunction that's happening here at this moment in time. So we're just going to ask the best way to get the optimum results and the best way to work with the energy. So that is all in the extended reading. Love it if you come over, Libra. The link is in the description box below, and I usually pin the link to the comments as well. And if this is where we're leaving each other, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and look forward to seeing you next time.